Laura A. Grace here, the author of Dear Author, Letters from a Bookish Fangirl, Team Lines of Poetry Collection, and Fighting God Anime Devotional for OTAKUS, which is free on a variety of platforms. I'll leave a link down below in case if you'd like to check it out. Hello friends! Welcome back to another video for the 25 Days of Manga hosted by Shay at Shay Geeks Out. I thought it'd be fun today to just talk about magazines. Like, we used to have the Shojo Beat magazine here in the States. I don't know how long that ran for. I was not familiar enough with manga or knew about manga, and man, I wish I was, because it would have been amazing to get that magazine. But and a little bit more on that in just a moment as well. But we know, like in Japan, that they have a lot of different magazines. I actually got some stickers of the Shonen Jump magazines. And I do have one, I think, like Shojo Beat. No, I don't think it's Shojo Beat. I think it's like, is it Dessert magazine? But these are really cool. I got 50 of them. I just ordered them randomly online. They're surprisingly like really good quality. I really like them a lot. I got them because I wanted to use them in my photos for Instagram because they're just fun. And I was like, well, I can't get the actual Shonen Jump magazine, so why not just order stickers of the magazine? It made me happy. Hopefully it makes sense. If not, oh well. Like I said, it makes me really happy. So we have the Shonen Jump magazine, and we have Shojo Beat, we have Dessert, and there's probably a bunch more that I'm not even familiar with. And I just could not imagine being a person in Japan and having that ability to go get these magazines. I think some of them can be pretty expensive because some of them are super huge, and then I don't know about the others if they're smaller. But thanks to Maeve at Maeve Ever Reading, earlier this year for my birthday, she was so sweet, and she actually sent me the Shojo Beat magazines, like the ones that she had. This is not all of them. I will leave a picture here. This is the whole set I have, thanks to Maeve. She was super kind. I don't go through them often because I definitely see these as a collectible, so I keep them there safe where my kids can't get a hold of them and that they just stay safe. But I love these, and I just wanted to talk about magazines and how great it would be if we had Shojo Beat continue to do these magazines again. I mean, I feel like it was probably the biggest way that we got the serials, I guess you would call it serialization, because Shonen Jump, I mean, there's a Shonen Jump app that they do only shonen manga, and this was the only way it seems like we were getting shoujo titles. Though I think it's called Azuki. They have quite a bit of shoujo, but it seems like it's more shoujo from Kodansha. So if you are looking for something like Shonen Jump, but it's just shoujo mainly, not all of it, definitely not all of it, because they have Arslan on there, and I think they had Attack on Titan as well. But if you're I need some shoujo in my life, that's a really good website to check out, and I'll leave a link down below. I keep being on the fence because I just struggle reading digitally. I'm either all in digitally or I'm not all in reading anything digitally. So anyway, it sort of depends, I think, on my mood. But I think what was so great about these magazines, and like I said, even though I was not around, well, I was around. I made myself sound like I'm super young. Anyway, I was around, but I wasn't reading manga. I just think that these are just so cool, even now, to go back and look at them. And this one right here, this one right here, I just apologize to my magazine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, this magazine right here, or this manga from this magazine, is Backstage Prince, and it was really cool because, first off, before I keep going, look at that. You get it in colors. So not all of these are in color, though, as you can see, flipping through it, you have blue pages, and then you have pink pages, and then you have more blue pages and pink again, and it sort of alternates, but that you do have those full color spreads, so to speak. And interestingly enough, that from the Shojo Beat magazines that Maeve sent me, I actually went and bought one of the series, and that was Backstage Prince, because I absolutely loved it in the magazine. I went through, I think it was all the magazines that I have, and just read the chapters, and I was like, you know what? I need this on my shelf. I have not done a video review of this just yet, But I'm definitely hoping to do one here very, very soon. It was such a fun and short series. I didn't love the main girl, but I still really liked this story. And I think that is what Shojo Beat was doing, was introducing us to new stories and talking about that. So I know Nana is like a very popular shoujo manga, and it seems like everybody who reads it, or at least that I know from friends, really love this manga. And so I believe it was in this magazine when I was skimming through it again and reading a little bit of it. Yeah, that there was a Nana chapter here. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just sort of read over this because I was like, I have not actually picked up Nana before. I've never read anything about it. And Nana was also in this one. Oh, and this is the girl from Backstage Prints. That's pretty cool. So I was reading through it, and Nana sounds really, really good. And I was just like, wow. And, you know, going back to, I wish that we had these kind of magazines in the States, because boom, just right here for this video, I was introduced to a new manga. And this magazine alone, this volume, came out in 2006, November 2006. And look, it's still touching readers. And I know on Macari, I have seen these magazines for sale more than once. I have seen Shonen Jump magazines for sale, but I only follow like the shoujo manga lot, and that's where I've seen quite a few of the shoujo magazines. Sometimes you can find them for a pretty decent price, and other times they are really expensive because, I mean, you can't find these really anywhere. So going back to Nana, because like I feel like I'm all over the place, but yes, I want to check out Nana, and this was a fun surprise because Nana is actually on, well, I don't think it's Nana, I don't know her name. I thought both of them were Nana, but what was cool about this one is there were stickers. Oh my goodness. Did anybody know that Shojo Beat magazine sometimes, I guess, put stickers? I was shocked, but her name does not say Nana. So yeah, help me out here, Nana fans. I'm a little bit confused because I thought, yeah, that both girls were called Nana. But I just think that this is so cool, and I wanted to mention all of this because you can still get Shojo Beat magazines, and they're translated in English occasionally, you know, in the States if you can find them on Macari. But I had a really cool encounter experience this year of a friend of mine who had submitted some submissions to the Finding God anime devotional, and she decided to put together a magazine, a clean fiction magazine, and I was able to contribute to it because the world needs more manga. Am I right? More people need to know about manga, and I think about my personal experience of how I got exposed. I just didn't know it was manga. I mean, I wish I had. I wish I would have known about manga sooner. And so I wanted to just sort of talk about magazines because Clean Fiction Magazine is really awesome. It's not a manga feature only kind of magazine. And this is not a like sponsored post, by the way. This is just me really excited to see like, hey, that we are getting magazines, and this is available on Amazon, and I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to go check it out. Look, here is a manga. This is the beginning of the manga section, and it has a few different ones that by me. I think I did 4 reviews for this one. Like, this is one of them. I did Love and Focus. My friend and co-partner, Mariah Jane, she also did 2, how do you say this one? This is Kakurio Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. Let me see if you can see right there. And then I did Shuriken and Plates. Loved it. And then also A Sign of Affection. So while this has, like I said, a lot of different, and look, and I didn't finish my sentence, but this is all in color. So incredibly cool that just the whole thing is in color. Really awesome. And I forgot what I was saying before that, but it makes me really excited that this is an option. And when I was reading this for the first time and going through, seeing all of the different manga and the different novels, I was just like, we need more of this, because I think of what Shojo Beat magazine was doing. I think of what they were doing here in the States and how new people were discovering manga and just discovering new stories and new characters that they just fell in love with and absolutely adored and wanted more. And I mean, I get that, you have to make financial money, that you can't just keep publishing something if it's not making a return back. But if we can't have Shojo Beat magazine, my goal is to help with the Clean Fiction magazine. Amy Lynn, who is the producer and the organizer, she's the one that created all of this and put it all together, did an amazing job, if I might add, is I was like, man, I want to help contribute to this. I was like, my personal goal, Lord willing, is to have at least 10 clean manga reviews. And if you're curious about what is clean, that is all on her website, which I have linked down below so that you can check it out and see if you would like to contribute, because we are manga readers. Like I said, we want other people to get excited about manga. We want them to experience this joy and this excitement of storytelling. And I feel passionate about this because, as I've shared before in a previous video, which I'll leave here, of why do I focus clean manga? Why do I feel it's important? This resonates with me because sometimes, especially young manga readers, and we've got in there, like I can think of a case of, it was Yakuza Lover, and I wasn't personally looking at it with my kiddo, but there was another kid that came up and picked it up, and it's wrapped, so he can't open it, but like his mom was like, you need to put that down right now. Like, do not even look at that. He's like, well, what is it, Mom? She's like, you don't need to know. And it makes me laugh. But as a parent, yes, I would love to introduce my kiddos to manga, but I don't want them seeing a bunch of fan service or a bunch of like bloody gore, like none of that. And so this manga especially helps, I feel like, those who are in a position where they want to introduce their, say, like their kiddo, their niece, nephew, cousin, just a younger person, get them introduced to manga. That's so cool. Hopefully that made sense in my rambling, and it made me realize that, I have some manga that I definitely could submit, Backstage Prints, and how cool would it be to share about this in a new magazine that is helping, like I said, what I felt was the point of the Shojo Beat magazine, is getting just people introduced to new stories. And man, it'd be really cool to get Shojo Beat back. I know I've already said that, but it really would. Like, now that I'm really like into manga, I'm like, it'd be so cool to receive that magazine every month, or however many times that they did it. It seems like it was every month, but even if it was just quarterly, like that would be absolutely incredible. I would love that. And I guess that's why we have some of the fan zines, the fan magazines, basically. They're usually like digital. I am really wanting to get one of those because I love magazines, and I feel like these are two of the few magazines that I would actually like read more than once, and not like it in your mailbox and throw it away, because I have done that with more than one magazine, to be honest. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Like, have you ever gotten the Shojo Beat magazine? Like, how was it for you if you were getting that as it was coming out, getting it delivered to your mailbox? And do you read magazines? I would love to hear your thoughts just in general, and it'd be really awesome. They gave us some Shonen Jump magazine, I know we get the Shonen Jump app, but hey, these are manga magazines and they are like super duper awesome. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!